Okay, y'all, we're gonna be getting started here in just a moment. Again, today's entire stream is literally just going to go ahead and be me kind of like doing some world editing. We're gonna be looking at this map quite a bit. I'm pretty much just going to be going throughout all the different worlds and deleting other housing. If there is a quicker way to do that, please let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna just be doing it one by one because I didn't download an empty world whenever I downloaded the world, which is my fault, and I understand that, and that's okay. Anyways, it doesn't look like Twitch has any ads or anything still playing, which is the main reason why I wait for a second to start the stream, but welcome on in, everybody. So here we are, we're in Hemford on Bagley. What I'm going to be focusing on today is we are going to actually be going through and kind of like completely emptying out all the worlds that like I haven't done yet. I haven't. I want to start with just like Willow Creek. I don't care about like these buildings right here. We can leave these. But I'm going to go ahead and evict every household, and then we are going to go ahead and completely flatten every lot. So that's just kind of my idea right now. Back now. Welcome back, Daisy. But yeah, we're going to be hearing that sound quite a bit. Oh my goodness, aren't we? Anyways, what is everybody else up to today? What has everybody been doing? I have been absolutely obsessed today and yesterday with Palia. Is it Palia or Palia? However you say that game's name, I've been obsessed with it. I have just been playing it non-stop. Is Patrick here? Patrick most likely is... What in the world is that, Sim? He's most likely not here just because Patrick right now, he is at work. So he could be here, but he's most likely not. But yeah. As far as I know, he's not. I'm pretty sure he is with the client right now. If you're here, Patrick, Palia? Okay. Just popping in to say hi. It's almost 1 a.m. You have a good night as well, B Edits. Again, I always appreciate you popping in to say hi. Sorry I go late, so late. I know. It's an issue. It's an actual issue. But yeah, I hope you have a good night's rest. Get some good sleep. This stream isn't anything crazy. Oh my, there's a couple households like this where they just have a million cats because their cats breed. And then they just like have a million of them. Okay. Now that all of these residents are completely gone, I wish that there was a way for me to just flatten it with like get rid of the house without actually going into build mode. Can you say my real name just once? Daisy, I feel like I shouldn't. I don't think I should. I know what your real name is, as we both know, but I don't think I should. In chat once. Why do you want me to say your real name in chat? The Daisy or the Sherry? Or the actual real name? I feel like I shouldn't do it, Daisy. I really feel like I just shouldn't do it. But yeah, so we're gonna go through, we're gonna edit all the households. Something else I want to talk to everybody about in the stream, if anybody happens to be in here, we might talk about it again later once there's more people in. I do not have access to the family tree I made anymore. Unfortunately, the website did close down. I am partially to blame technically for the website closing down because I never donated. I feel bad about that still to this day. But the website was completely run off of donations for the family trees. And yeah, it just shut down. It was time for it to shut down and close down, unfortunately. We're going to bulldoze the lot. I want Patrick to know and be edits, but the thing is, Daisy, these streams are in multiple places. Hello, table, welcome in. F's in chat. F's in chat for the fact that my family tree is no longer existing for any of my old series either, which I don't even think I have all the photos from the old series. I'm trying to figure out like either another website or a way that I can, hello, table. But I'm trying to figure out how I can make, you know, the same thing some other way. I really just don't know. I can't figure it out. I really can't. Yeah, this is gonna take forever because we need to delete all the the housing lots. Is there really no other way? No, I don't think there is. Hi, Daisy, with the little squirrel. I need to have it to where the emotes like pop up on chat again. You can DM him, sure, Daisy. I don't promise that he'll see it anytime super soon because he's a lot worse with social media than I am as far as like checking DMs as far as I know. I'm already bad at it, so my apologies in advance if it's not like shown quick, if he doesn't see it anytime super soon. I'll try to remember to tell him. Daisy asks, how are you, table? I'm gonna read them whenever someone's talking to somebody from YouTube to Twitch because Twitch, I muted that bot and I don't know how to unmute the bot. So yeah. Let's see, chat appearance. Can I actually? No, I'll have to do that some other time. But again, we're just going through, we're bulldozing lots, we're bulldozing everything. I also had some ideas for the stories for the royal family when we're just kind of doing this. And Petra, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a poll here after the stream if we should have Petra be evil or either have Petra be like the evil witch in the woods or have her be the court magician. And then I'll make like an extra living space for her, maybe like in the underground portion of the castle and have her live down there. Maybe like in the dungeons as well. So that way, like if there are ever any prisoners, like, so I want to make dungeons in the castle eventually. And if there are any other prisoners, maybe those are who she takes the life force from. And that's just kind of how she's figured it out. The one with your channel name, the restream, that bot. That's the one that I need to figure out how to get to do on Twitch, because on Twitch they can only see the chat like that's directly below me on the screen, whereas like on YouTube, as you know, Daisy, this bot like puts it into the actual chat, and I muted that bot because on Twitch itself, because I didn't know if like Twitch was going to go crazy about that. Actually I might be able to go down to here. Let's see. Is it under moderation? Shared ban. Yeah, ban chatters. I'll unban the restream bot. And we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and bulldoze the slot. I really do, like, honestly regret never having gotten the one that's straight up banned the bot. I did straight up ban the bot because I didn't know how to mute him. I'm doing good, waiting for cousin to go get food. Ooh. Me and the puppies are doing good, thanks. Nice. I thought Restream is working on YouTube side. On the Twitch side, now the Restream bot is back. So we'll see. If Twitch gets mad about it, Twitch can get mad about it. If I am no longer allowed to stream on Twitch, I'm not going to cry. I'm not gonna lie. I have issues with Twitch. Why would you ban Restream on Twitch? It's unbanned now. But because technically I'm breaking some of the end user license or whatever agreements, by having the bot. So yeah, that's why, because you're not technically allowed to show chat down there, and you're not technically allowed to show the chat from another streaming platform to the chat on Twitch. Just don't get caught. I don't think I will, because like, if we're being completely honest, yeah, I just don't think I will, because I'm such a small streamer on Twitch that I don't think anyone will notice. If we're being completely honest, if we're in all honesty. But yeah, also for the royal family in the game, I am debating possibly doing something along the lines of like having, I think with the royalty mod, that you can have like balls and stuff like that or parties. I am hoping that I can have it to where like they come dressed up in the correct attire and something. So maybe we'll do like a stream where they have like a ball. Maybe that's how like the princess meets her suitor or something like that. Or I honestly might just kind of add a sim to become the queen. Something else I was thinking is possibly for like involving Petra is maybe James finds out that there's a witch living up in the woods and he decides that if he can't find a lover, he's gonna go get a love potion because maybe he falls in love with another sim or something like that. So, you know, something similar to that. No, so not banning Restream will get me banned. So Restream showing the chat on Twitch's chat might get me banned on Twitch or get like my affiliate status revoked, which is, again, I am not gonna cry if something like that happens. But yeah, because Twitch, I'm sorry to everybody on Twitch, but I primarily stream and record and stuff on YouTube. YouTube is my primary platform. I do also want to eventually try streaming to TikTok at the same time. We'll see if I'm ever actually able to do that because, yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to kind of see. But also, I'm sorry, I know like that this is just straight up busy work for The Sims for like a playthrough. The busy work has to get done though, and this has been causing me issues because like I'll have Sims who will move into our town and then they'll eventually just like all of a sudden leave specifically because there's other housing available in other worlds that are cheaper and stuff like that. So I kind of want to try to keep like some core families in the village. I think I'm going to make the orphanage house into a multi-family residential and stuff like that. It's complicated, Daisy. It's just Twitch's rules. Let's go ahead and delete the lot. And let's go ahead and get rid of the ground. I also think that this could possibly make my game run a little bit smoother because all the Sims will have to live within like a couple of residential lots on the world and pretty much nowhere else. I am still debating what worlds I think will be okay for like the medieval era. I think that we might use, so we're using Comfort on Bagley right now. It's like the perfect world for a medieval era city or town. I do think eventually I will start using the Get Together world, just the island portion. And then I think we'll also probably use the one from My Wedding Stories because it kind of reminds me of Greece or the Mediterranean. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Greece inspired, like a Greek inspired world, but it does also just have like an old like medieval feel to it, or it can. My mom just texted me. I think she just got my dad like Christmas presents. Which I can't say what they are because I found out my dad does watch these streams sometimes. So if you're watching, Dad, hello. How are you doing? I'm not gonna say what mom just sent me if you're watching, in case you do like rewatch this or anything, because I don't want to spoil it in case it is a present or something. Which also means if she's like hiding in the bedroom or something, that's why. Ooh, this chapstick came too far out. And now it's in a bunch of different little pieces. I don't get what you mean about the bot on Twitch. I know, Daisy, I'm sorry. I'm just not explaining it in a way that I think you can understand it. It's like something, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's really hard to explain to somebody else. So I'm sorry that I'm having difficulties explaining it to you. Let's go ahead and delete this. You know, I've never actually played in all of these houses before in the base game. I always like play in like the empty lots. I never buy like the expensive houses and stuff. Just don't get caught. But yeah. Do. I also didn't realize that one of the build packs that got voted on in The Sims was a medieval build pack. I'm really hoping that they get that into the game. And I'm not gonna lie, like I really need to apply for the EA partner program. I haven't done it yet. Oh, you just didn't hear it. So basically the restream bot, the fact that the chat from YouTube is down here and the chat from YouTube is in the chat on Twitch. Twitch does not technically allow that. They don't like that to happen. They want for everyone on Twitch to feel like they're only on Twitch and they're not like watching a YouTube streamer through Twitch or something like that. That's why it's technically not okay. But yeah. The restream bot on Twitch side, oh yeah, no, it's just really slow. I was like, is my computer glitching out? But no, it's just really slow. But yeah, I have a couple of ideas. We need to get rid of all these dang lots. I want to send, and also the game, why don't they like it? It's just Twitch. I don't know. They just don't technically allow it. Something else, another world that I was gonna say. So we're gonna probably have 1, 2, 3, 4 total worlds that are going to be part of like the medieval world in our Sims world. Is kind of like my eventual plan, which is going to get kind of annoying for like birthdays and dice rolls and things like that. So I'm probably not gonna actually have like Sims that we follow intensely in each world. We might have like one family per world, like we might like follow the royal family from each world or something like that and their ambassadors, but past that we won't. Who streams to YouTube and Twitch at the same time too. Yeah, so you're allowed to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It's just because I have the YouTube chat on my screen and the YouTube chat in the Twitch chat as well, just like Twitch's chat is in YouTube chat. Twitch does not technically allow that. People still do it because, you know, who cares about some of the rules, especially if you're a smaller streamer, the likeliness of someone finding out is very slim. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with it. That's technically against the rules, terms of service, whatever on Twitch. Because Twitch is dumb. They can be, at least. If I ever got like to partner level on Twitch, I might have a different attitude on it. I might be like, okay, fine. I will begrudgingly follow these rules. It's just, I would definitely need someone who I would trust to edit my YouTube videos at that point, because I would want to be streaming on Twitch at least like 4 to 5 times a week. And I currently stream once to twice, maybe 3 times a week at the moment. I'm gonna hope to kind of up that to 2 or 3 times. I'm sorry, Daisy. I'm sure Table just started eating. Hopefully Table got its food. Food. You know? But yeah. So, I don't know. Like, if I was little Simsies level, like that size, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't dual stream like this. I would just stream to Twitch. I'm doing some Forza. Ooh, you're playing Forza? I'm not gonna lie. There is like this small part of me that loves cars, loves racing and stuff like that. There's a very small part of me though. I don't think I'd ever get quite enough enjoyment out of a game like that for it to be worth it to me personally. But I was watching Digi play it last night, and that looked like it did look like fun when Digi was playing it. I just don't think I'd play it enough. But yeah. Forza does seem fun. I thought my sock had a hole in it for a second. It felt weird. Yep. I unbanned the bot, so now you can see it on Twitch. He was playing with me with the full wheel. He was playing with the full wheel setup this time? Nice. Wait, or was this last night? Did I just not realize that he was playing with the full wheel setup last night? Because the full wheel setup is quite intense. I'm not gonna lie, if I was more into racing, I would invest in one of those. And on screen, allegedly. Allegedly. Thank you, Dable. He streams on Twitch only, I think, at the moment. He was having issues with streaming between Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so he stopped, and I believe he's just streaming on Twitch now. I think he had 2 different outputs for Twitch and YouTube, which was kind of like a little bit more difficult on his computer and stuff, which is why he stopped doing it. Don't quote me on that though, but I'm pretty sure that's how he was streaming for a while, which I commend him on. I am trying to find something where I can have a second output that's vertical, so that way when I'm streaming, I can also stream to TikTok and just have like a vertical version of all of my scenes and stuff. I also just want to fully like delete OBS and reset up my OBS at some point. I'm just so tired of it. I'm so done with like every single time I open OBS, I get a notification saying like, hey, did you know that you need to kind of update this add-on or this plugin? And whenever I go to like delete said plugin, it just pops up again. I'm actually partially sure that I've already restarted like OBS, like reset it up, and had the same message. So I don't even know if that'll fix anything. But also I have a couple of extra scene collections and stuff. And this last time when I made like this screen, for example, everything is not correctly set up on it. Everything is a little bit just a little bit off. How long have we been streaming? We've been streaming for almost, is it gonna take me 30 minutes per world? Probably. I am gonna save really quick because this is taking a minute. Let's go ahead and go into the build for this one and delete it as well. But yeah, what do you guys think for those like ideas as far as the royal family and families from like other worlds goes? I'm excited for it. I'm just worried about how many Sims I'll have to be keeping track of, because I think I'll only be keeping track of, like I said, like royal families and court, like pretend courts and stuff like that, Sims that go into the court for the royal families and everything. But the reason why I want to make royal families for each of the worlds that I decide to have Sims live in is primarily because if I have royal families for each of them, then we can have like a royal lineage from each of those, and it'd be kind of fun to see kind of like the intermingling with the royal lineage over time. Feels like you're playing a Civ game in Sims. It kind of does, doesn't it? Like a Civ game or like one of those other historical games. I mean, essentially that is what I'm doing, if we're being completely honest, but we're following a specific family. It's not even the royal family. Our family has not married into the royal family or anything like that. But, I mean, you never know. They might at some point. I think for the royal family, if you want, like, you can marry into, like, wealth for, I think, like, the rule is 10,000 simoleons. But I think the rule is going to be to marry into the royal family in my game. You're going to have to give, like, a dowry of 25,000 simoleons. If it's a woman. And if it's, like, it's the only way that we can marry into the royal family if it's one of our daughters, I think. Because I don't think the royal family would marry any of their daughters off to, like, some farmers. I just don't think that that would realistically happen in the world. So I am not going to do it. But yeah, I kind of am playing a Civ game. Oh, y'all, I honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I was like debating earlier. I was like, should I stream or should I just keep playing Palia? Because Palia. Because I absolutely adore that game. It's so much fun. I have been having a blast with it. So I've been wanting to just continuously play it. I don't want to do anything else at the moment other than play that game, which is fine because I've been looking for a game like that, because the last game I had like that was Disney Dreamlight Valley. And Disney Dreamlight Valley, the issue I ended up having with it was the fact that in Disney Dreamlight Valley, they started becoming like pay to win. Whereas for Palia, it's not necessarily pay to win, but you can pay to have like extra cosmetics, which I am fine if I have to pay for cosmetics. Specifically right now, it's only clothing, it looks like, that you have to pay for the game if you want clothing and pets. which I tried to get a pet and the payment didn't seem like it went through properly, or maybe it's going to take like a couple days. I know Nintendo sent me like an email saying like something about my payment. So maybe it just didn't go through, or it might take like a day or two to go through to Palia. I might just need to download the game for the computer as well though, because I'm kind of curious to see what the graphics look like running on my computer versus my Switch. Although a cozy game, I do highly prefer playing cozy games on the Switch. Kingdom Maintenance, yes. So we're starting out right now, Aaron. We're not even in Hemford on Bagley. We're in, we're just literally going through. I'm evicting all the families and we're deleting all of the like the residential lots in all the worlds. Because I was not smart and I never did that. I never went through and deleted these things. So, or like I didn't place my family onto a completely wiped world. Like I'd never went through and deleted all the residentials and stuff like I should have. So yeah, that's all we're doing right now. Yes! we are currently evicting households and we are currently just deleting the lots. I know, exhilarating things, but the only way I'm gonna do this is if I'm on stream. But I was saying earlier, Aaron, I have a couple of ideas for some possible future storylines. One of the storylines I was thinking that we might eventually do, or I think I'm gonna do a poll for actually after the stream, I just need to remember to do it, is going to be for Petra. So the first storyline that I think we're going to do for Petra is if she's the evil witch or if it becomes the court magician, and that's going to kind of decide some other stuff for like the royal family as well. Something so satisfying, right? Just kind of like, once we have like basically an empty map, I'm not deleting the community lots right now though. We're not deleting parks, I'm not deleting stuff like that yet, because just doing the residential is going to take a minute. But I do want to kind of either have her be like the evil witch in the woods, or she continues doing what she's doing. It won't really result in any like new crazy storylines or anything like that yet. Or if we're going to have her be the court magician. I think I'm going to run a poll on that because I'm also debating for the royal family, because I have not married them off yet. It's been out of pure laziness, if we're being honest. It just takes so long to record the episodes. It end up being like 15, 20, maximum 30 minutes. And it takes me between 2 and 3 hours to record those. Like, I guess not 2 and like between 1.5 and 3 hours. It can be anywhere in that range. 1.5 is usually the shortest I can do it, and 3 hours is the longest it usually takes me, depending on how many like roles and things we have for the game. But I was thinking for the royal family, we might have like a royal ball or something, because they're triplets. They're all gonna have the same birthday, so maybe it'll be the royal ball. And we'll try to marry off the other 2 Sims, and maybe we'll get some people in court. I might also have people send me Sims to give a medieval makeover as well to be part of the court. So maybe I'll, like, you can say that they're from the worlds that we're going to have are Hemford on Bagley, Tartosa, oh my goodness, the Snowy Escape world, and the world from Get Together. I can't remember those 2. The world from Get Together, I'm thinking we're probably going to be between like German and French inspired builds. I found a castle I really want to build on that island, because that's where the entire like medieval world for that world is going to be. For now, it's just on the island portion of it. And we're probably going to have like a royal family on that world. I want to have like an Asian inspired, Japanese inspired, I suppose at this point, from just the basis of the world, with Snowy Escape. And then also doing like, so it'll be French/German, it'll be Japanese inspired, and then Tartosa is going to be like Greek inspired, Greek and Italian. I think Tartosa is supposed to be Greek, right? Tartosa is going to be like medieval Italy. I was debating between Italy and Greek. Italy might be easier to pull off, but Italy in the medieval ages was broken up between like 10 million different like places and stuff. I totally hear you there. It takes forever to film and then to have to think about editing. Exactly. I haven't finished editing the video for tomorrow and I feel kind of bad about it, but I have been so obsessed with Palia the past like day or two, or 2 days. Like I got it last night. I downloaded the game on my Switch last night, and I was like, okay, or yesterday. Even yesterday morning I downloaded it. I started playing it last night after I edited for the day, and I was like, oh my goodness, I am in love with this game. I was debating streaming that instead, but I was like, no. I said I was streaming The Sims 4 because we have to do world maintenance, and this is just part of it. We'll probably start having, like, every once in a while, we'll have, like, actual world maintenance streams where they're not in place of a video. I just wanted to do it in place of a video for this week because I don't know how well my mods are gonna work in this, like, save file yet. And this is kind of a test today to see how well they work. And if they work well enough while on stream, I'll continue the normal schedule. Hey Daisy, yes, Rescue Simmer is no more. Greek might be a good one. Aaron Plays Sims is a new name for this channel. Are you gonna update your avatar now since it's no longer Rescue Simmer? Just out of curiosity. Okay, that was a little crazy. That took so long. Okay, Oasis Springs. I'm excited to play in Oasis Springs because the Caliente family still exists. Okay, let's evict the household. Yes. But I'm really excited to play in Oasis Springs because I think we're going to use Oasis Springs as kind of like an extension of like the more suburby area or something of LA, or probably like I want to play in Oasis Springs for like the 50s. I currently have like a medieval maps mod for a lot of these, so obviously right now the map looks really cool actually for this world. I quite like it. It looks like kind of like Middle Eastern inspired for the houses and stuff that they did on the map. Honestly, I have so much respect for you putting out recorded content in December. I just can't with everything my family has going on. I don't know how I'm doing it, if I'm being completely honest. Actually, I do. I have a lot of respect for you taking a step back, for being completely honest. I feel like I probably should, but at the same time, I took such a big step back in November because that's like so many of my family members' birthdays are in November, including mine. And then also, like, Thanksgiving is, like, my family's big holiday because so many of our birthdays are in November. We celebrate, like, everything on Thanksgiving. And so, yeah, that's why I took a step back in, like, November. But, you know. And I thought about updating the avatar, but I have no idea what to update it to. You could do a sim self. If you want to. Do a sim self. You could do something that's sort of like a, if you don't want to show a picture of like yourself, so you could just do a picture of yourself. That's what I have. You could do a sim self. Those are the two big things I can think of that like I think would make sense. I personally, I'm not gonna lie, Aaron, I voted for you to keep Aaron the Rescue Simmer because I'm all about keeping like names that you like start your YouTube channel with, because especially like once you get larger, it's remembered. I think Patrick voted for Aaron Social Simmer or something like that. I don't remember for sure. The sim self is a good idea. Yeah, you can do like a sim self. A sim diamond would also work. I like the sim self. Maybe you could do the sim self with the sim diamond in the background. Combine the two ideas. You could also do like a certain colored sim diamond. Like, for example, something that I have now on YouTube as well. I'm actually really excited about these. I have my own emotes on YouTube. This is for, I'm just casually advertising this really quick on YouTube. If anyone wants to be a member, this is one of the perks. You have emotes. They're the same emotes that I have over on Twitch. I love them. But like, you see how I have like a specific plumb bob? You could do something similar to that like more so pertains to your channel. I am not 100% sure of an idea right now, but maybe you could do something with like, no, I wouldn't do that actually. I don't know. I'm fine with going and picking myself, but I don't like the lighting I'm working with. I mean, that's fair. I love those. Thanks. Yeah, those are the 4 that I have right now for if anyone ever wants to become a member of the channel. But yeah, I also found out that I can't connect my current merch shop or merch store with YouTube yet. I just have not. I don't know when I would ever set up a merch store that's compatible with the YouTube stuff, because they have certain websites that you're allowed to use, and I've made my merch before, so I kind of know, like, I have merch currently, which I don't really advertise, because if you guys would like to check it out, feel free to. I have merch. There you go. A lot of it is like stickers, beanies. I think, is my hat back there? Yeah, I have a hat. It's all with the little logo on it. I have my shirt that you guys will probably see me seeing. I don't have my cup with the stickers on it because I was dumb. I haven't washed my cup in so long that mold started growing on my straw in my cup, the cup I was using before. So I kind of had to stop using it and, you know, deep clean it. It's still not being used. This cup, my issue is this broke off. So now the cup is like in 2 pieces. But I'm never going to get rid of this cup. At least I'll never get rid of the shell. Because, yeah. Hello, table. There's that one on Twitch. YouTube chat on mobile, but not on YouTube chat screen. Yeah, on the screen overlay, that's weird. I think it's just Restream doesn't have the, like, set up for YouTube as well as it is set up for Twitch yet. So it doesn't have, like, where it can display custom emotes, which is so weird. It's interesting. I'm worried about making my profile picture too series specific, but we'll see how it goes. I'm so open to suggestions. I almost was gonna be like, you should do it with, like, religious, but I feel like that'd be a really, really bad idea. I think after I thought about it, I was like, wait, nope, never mind. That'd be cool for, like, a plumb bob. You could do it kind of like, you could do your current, like, fundy, like, you could switch up your profile picture every so often and do, like, current fundies that you're playing as, or your current, like, household. Or you could do, I think SimSelf might be the best way to go. I see a lot of simmers do that. Personally, just because, yeah, that's not series specific. That allows it to be very open, whereas having, like, specific fundies or something. You could do a pet if you wanted to as well. I do have a pit bull named Prayer and Sheepoo named Hunter. I commend you for the Sheepoo. I feel like I did not mean to hit that button. It takes forever to load too. Of the series. The idea of, yeah, you can use, like, the series sims. Like, whatever series is your main series at the moment, you could have those sims in the main family from that sim series. You could do SimSelf series sims. You could do a pet. Do your real life self. Maybe if you don't like your lighting you're working with now, maybe just wait until you can get a ring light or something. I have literally 3 ring lights on me right now. My camera is not great. About a plumb bob. See, that's what my idea was. Like, if you did some sort of, like, channel specific plumb bob. My only issue with that, I think, and this might be overthinking, but, like, I like to kind of overreact whenever I think of an idea for a series or idea for a name or anything like that, because someone will think the same way that I just thought, even if, like, I don't actually think that way. The issue, I think, would be with, like, showing religious symbols on a plumb bob would be, like, especially if you started to, like, depending on your audience, most of your audience is really cool and respectful and everything, and I'm very happy with that. But there could be some people who just take it the wrong way if there's, like, a cross on the plumb bob, like it's some evil symbol or something like that. Which, I guess those people at the same time are kind of, like, crazy as well. But I would just be worried for things like that. Pets around starting soon screen. You should try getting someone to make you a custom starting soon screen on Fiverr or Etsy. Those are always options. I have never... The only thing I've ever hired people to make are, like, obviously all of my pets down there. Those were all created by an artist who is one of my friends. She doesn't do art full time, I don't believe anymore. She is a teacher, an elementary school teacher now. I believe she teaches or she's either elementary or middle school teacher. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, she used to make those all the time. I have a couple of friends who are artists though as well. Like, what if the Sim sees a religious plumb bob and they're like, ma'am, can you not? See, that's what I'd be worried about too, is like, cause I know my goal is going to be to get into the EA partner program eventually. So that way I can really be bringing on like early videos and stuff, like early looks into packs. Like I would have loved to have done that with Tomarang. Like we could have had 2 separate playthroughs or something with an early look into the pack and kind of exploring it and stuff. Cause I am obsessed with Tomarang right now. If I hadn't started playing Palia, I keep saying it the wrong way, I know y'all, just ignore me. But if I hadn't started playing that game last night, I would probably be playing in Tomarang literally constantly. I'd be making so many houses. Little Simsy has been putting out the speed builds of like the multi-residential lots. And I'm like, it literally takes me so long to build those. You guys saw in the 24-hour stream, I have, I think, like 10 hours worth of recording footage of me building and furnishing that residential rental. And I don't know how little Simsy is able to just like push those out so quickly. I'm just like, how? And then she also streams for like 4 hours a day minimum most of the time. And I'm just like, how? I just don't understand how little Simsy. I found an example of I can send you to. Maybe not, just because first, like if it's like on, I won't be able to like transfer it onto the screen, unfortunately. It's not quite that simple for my setup. Also, I'd be a little bit worried of showing anything like that, like anybody's art or anything like that, just because it is their intellectual property, and that could cause issues. If you guys send me like a picture of your dog or something like that, that's fine. But like when it's like someone else's like actual art that they're like selling or something, that's where I can't easily do stuff like that, just because it is technically their intellectual property and things, and there's legalities and stuff. And yeah, I know not like everybody thinks about that because it, you know, but I try to think about that because I just have, yeah. And I really like Doris's current content, but that's so sweet. Let's see. I just realized that my game's not in the correct spot on my screen. I'm not bugged about it enough to fix it though. How many more houses do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why didn't I download an empty map? People people have empty maps on their Patreons and stuff. I could have just downloaded an empty map from someone's Patreon, but no. I have to be the person who decides I'm going to go through and do this instead. I regret decisions because we have to go through every single world. I believe I've already deleted a lot of residential lots in the Get Together world. Why can't I remember that name? Windenburg. I think I've already deleted quite a few of the residential lots in Windenburg. But yeah. Besides that, I haven't really done it too much. So we'll see. I'll do anything for people I like watching. That's very nice of you, Daisy. But yeah, I just can't show like an example of someone else's art, unfortunately, on screen, unless they were the ones to ask me to. That's just something, just a little thing. Wait, does this not look like it could be the Hollywood Hills, especially like these lots right here? So whenever we get to like that era, I definitely want to like play within this world and within the world from Get Famous. Just because I think that'd be fun. Kind of like the idea of moving west and stuff. Maybe we'll have one family in San Myshuno. Although San Myshuno, I kind of want to save for like, if this series continues on, it depends on how long The Sims How long The Sims lasts, how quickly I can get through some years. We might eventually in this series do a live stream, a couple live streams or something where we play through like a decade or something like that. I might start making longer form videos that are like playing through a full decade. If I can get like, say if I can get like 2 weeks ahead on uploading just general 1 year videos, maybe there's like a decade or something after that that's just really boring, doesn't have a lot of events or something, we might be able to do that. I'll have to see, because I would like to try to get through this challenge a bit quicker than what I'm currently doing, but I also know it's like absolutely impossible for me to upload these videos daily or anything like that on my channel. And I also like to have days where I play things like the new For Rent expansion pack. I've been super enjoying that. I've loved it. I've loved having the past week where like every video is just a For Rent video. It's been nice. I like doing stuff like that whenever the new packs come out. I can't believe we're already on episode, I think 9 is what I've recorded up to. I think I've uploaded up to episode 7, so I have 8 and 9 recorded for this week because we're still going to do 2 episodes this week, so I've been just having too much fun with it. And I'm like, you're joking, right? Like, we have that many videos. I'm also trying to think of an idea for, like, Christmas, because that's personally the holiday, the, like, winter holiday that I celebrate. So I'm pretty sure someone was saying that Hanukkah is, like, really late this year as well, which I don't know how Hanukkah works, but that's really interesting. So I always associate it with being, like, around the same time as Christmas. I know that there's like Christmas, Hanukkah, winter solstice. I'm trying to think. I know that there's probably other ones I just can't think of. Those are the 3 that I usually think of whenever I think of this time of year. But yeah, I wanted to do something special for Christmas just because, again, that's the holiday that I personally celebrate. I was thinking of possibly doing a build. Like, maybe I'll do, like, some sort of really big build or something. I say big. I need to be careful with what I say. I was thinking of possibly making, like, a North Pole build. Like, maybe, like, a build that has, like, Santa's workshop, a dormitory for elves, and then, like, a stable or something for reindeer. That's what I'm thinking, personally. I don't know. What are you gonna get your pets for Christmas, Aaron and Dorios? Food, love, and affection. That's partially true. I got Marilyn this, like, it's on sale because PetSmart currently has everything on sale, and I don't currently have a lot of money. I have been struggling to get the people in my life, Christmas presents of any sort. But, I got Marilyn. He's getting, like, this little toy. It's really cute. It's like a little polar bear I got for him, and we'll probably give him a couple extra treats that day. And then the cats, I'm gonna see if I can swing this. This is kind of for the cats and then for the squirrel that we accidentally, like, inadvertently adopted outside of our apartment. But I was thinking of getting a bird feeder that we can, like, suction cup to the outside of the window and put some bird seeds and probably, like, we've been feeding the squirrel almonds, which I'm pretty sure is okay for squirrels. If not, don't come for me. I didn't know. I'm arrogant. I didn't look it up. I'm sorry. I should have. But yeah, your dad doesn't really let your dogs get anything. That's unfortunate. I mean, dogs and cats, honestly, I think they appreciate our love and affection more than us giving them toys. At least I know that's true for our pets. They're outside dogs. Ah, okay. I still feel like outside dogs deserve things, but I know not everyone holds that sentiment. I really wish I could just switch to this slot in build mode rather than having to go all the ways back out to the map, all the ways back into build, and then delete the next house. We've gotten rid of a full neighborhood, though, in Oasis Springs. I was hoping that each of these would only take me an average of a half an hour to do, because I am only planning on streaming for about 2.5 hours, about the same amount of time that I would have taken to record an episode. I guess we can stream for maybe a little bit more. I want to at least get through this maintenance today for this world. But yeah, I wanted to run by some of those other ideas with the community as well for anyone who is in. No way squirrel can't eat nut. I mean, I would assume that squirrels can eat almonds, right? Like, that makes sense. We've been feeding them almonds. That's all we've been feeding them because I figured they have a lot of protein in them. They're probably some of the best nutritious food that we just have on hand that we can leave out for them. I know my dogs love getting things, but also they wouldn't miss it if we didn't. Food and pets are all they really want. Exactly. Like, as long as you give your pets, like, love and affection, give them some extra treats every once in a while, they'll be very happy. They will typically be very happy with you. I know Merlin just has a million toys. Like, here's one of his toys that's just sitting next to me right now. It's just a carrot. It's a rope. It's a carrot. Okay, there's green on the end. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about this toy. He used to love this toy, but you know, we have that toy for him. We have a million toys for him. We get him lamb chops a lot because he tends to destroy lamb chop all the time, but he loves them, so. Laughing at the situation with the squirrel. Yeah. We also have a little puppy that's a bit scared. Oh no! Why is the puppy scared? Just learning. I know puppies can be a little bit more timid and stuff at first. They have to kind of like learn. Learn to not be. Let's go ahead and delete this. I was originally I'm still a little bit torn because eventually I do want to have our family move to the new world. Not until like the new world's discovered in the Sims game. But I think that we're going to probably have them move to Brindleton Bay first. It just gives off like older New England vibes to me. And then I think after that, we're either going to have them move to... Actually, Strangerville might be where we have them move for like the 50s. Maybe they haven't fully moved out west, but they're like partially out west. And then for like the Wild West period, we can have them be like on the Oregon Trail while living in the horse ranch world. In, oh my goodness, I can't think of the name. They want us to play with them and walk them and love on them. Exactly. All the things for the pets. My dog loves ripping her toys to shred. Like, it's her favorite part of having a toy. If we stopped her, she would get her feelings hurt. That's how Merlin can, like with lamb chops specifically. I don't know what it is. It's specifically lamb chops and specifically like the lamb chops that are for big dogs. I think because like the bigger lamb chops, the back paws or the back like hooves are like knitting or like they're not like a solid piece of fabric. They're like knitted or stitched together instead. And Merlin goes crazy for ripping up stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, he also has like a pair or two of underwear because in my personal opinion, if your dog likes to get like your underwear, get stuff from the hamper like Merlin will literally, I have caught him when we have the hamper like next to the bed or next to the couch before we're about to put laundry away or whatever, and his head is just in the hamper digging around for clothing, and I'm like, child, he's not a child, my dog. I'm like, what are you doing? And he'll just look at me, pull out like a sock or a piece of underwear or something and just run away. And so he now has like one or two pieces of underwear. I shouldn't say pieces. It's like a full set of underwear that are just his, that were like, okay, you can just tear up, you can destroy, you can chew on these ones. That's fine. Just don't take any of our good underwear. We don't need underwear with holes in them and stuff. Because he has chewed holes in underwear and socks. And he chewed a hole in one of my blankets. And I was very sad about that. That was primarily when he was a puppy, though. We haven't had any issues like that with him as an adult dog. So I'm really hoping that we continue not to. Also, for anyone joining in, we are currently in our medieval Sims world. I am just going through. I did not make this world on a map that had all the houses deleted. So that's what we're currently doing. I know it's busy work, it's kind of boring, but if I'm doing it during a live stream, I will actually get it done. If I don't do it in a live stream, I will never do it. I really won't. If we have time, we might go ahead and put all of the Sims into proper attire. I do think there's probably going to be a couple of medieval live streams coming up in the near future. I do want to play Fallout once a week. I want to, Fallout, I think Fallout might be like my middle of the week streams if I do them. I think I want to start streaming, I'm gonna say 3 times a week. So Saturday, Sunday, possibly Mondays. Maybe Monday will be kind of like our Sims, like doing something in our medieval world or in one of our Sim series if I need to do a live stream for The Sims. Fallout will be on Saturdays, I think. I just really like the Fallout franchise, I'm sorry. I like playing through all the games and I want to get through Fallout 2 because the last time I tried, it bugged out and it wouldn't let me. So, yeah. Also, I'm not taking actually, you know what? I am because I kind of want to go get some coffee. So I'm going to take a break really quick. Everybody get up, move around, get food, get water, do what you guys need to do. I'm going to go do what I need to do. We're going to take about 5 minutes of a break, about 3 to 5 minute break, just so that way I can play ads on Twitch. That way it doesn't have pre-roll ads. And I will see you guys all back in just a few minutes. Okay, and the break is over because the ad is supposedly over on Twitch. Cross my fingers that it actually is. Let me see, what did I miss? The most important is that each animal is given love and care it deserves for its whole life. That is very true. Beagle puppy stuff. Okay. The Discord, yeah, unfortunately, Daisy's not allowed to have Discord. I've offered a couple of times too, because I forget sometimes. But yeah, I know that we always all have links on Discord. If you are ever able to get a Discord, Daisy. But no pressure, obviously. Oh my gosh, my mom keeps sending me pictures of presents. Let me see. Sure. Let me see. I'm just texting my mom back so that way she realizes that I'm streaming right now. But yeah, my mom sent me a bunch of pictures. She got my dad so many. I'm not even gonna say what they are, but she got my dad so many of these things that she's getting him for Christmas because my dad sometimes watches these streams. He complains that it's the only way he hears my voice, which I'm sorry. I know. I should call my parents and my family more. I forget and then get busy and then I forget again and then I get busy. It's a vicious cycle. Okay, I edit for literally like 5 to 6 hours a day sometimes. Edit and record, I guess I should say. Maybe it's not purely editing. Earlier today, I decided to take basically last night and today off until the stream because I was like, I need like a mental, just something I can focus on that has nothing to do with streaming, nothing to do with recording, nothing to do with like being an adult. And so that's where Paley has been coming in for the past like day and a half. I've been enjoying it like far too much. My mom let me have Discord. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Can you show stream? I don't have any pictures of them with their eyes open. Oh, yeah, I can show you a picture of the beagles on stream. I'm completely fine with that. Did you send me a new one? Or are you talking about the old ones? Sorry, Daisy. I completely missed that part of the message. Let me also make sure I'm on the right Instagram account. We're gonna keep deleting all these. Deletes. For anybody who's been like watching through the Ultimate Decade series and you guys are actually watching this, I'm debating, should this live stream even be in the playlist? I feel like it should be. I'm definitely going to put like a pinned comment once it uploads though, that yeah. Your map replacement looks so good. Thanks, Daya. I appreciate that. I found them, I don't remember who made them. I'm pretty sure if you just search for medieval Sims 4 maps, they'll come up on Google. I think that they might have been on someone's Patreon, but I'm not 100% sure. I am terrible at keeping up with like my old, or with like my CC and stuff like that. But yeah, I need to get better at it. I feel bad because I never have links to give to people. If you also have the Sims Mod Manager, I believe that if you search it on there, they'll pop up as well. I don't have them for every world yet. It's hard to keep up. It's like, it's 2023, not exactly. Exactly. I resent you one of them feeding of, oh, let me see if I can find it really quick. Daisy. Did you want me to show her the one with the mom? Or not? I mod manually, but worry not. Sounds good. I mostly mod manually as well. I've been testing out the Sims 4 mod manager. It's actually been very useful for me to like find mods that I want, but I don't necessarily utilize the organizational aspects of it. My mods folder right now is a mess because I have 2 of them. I think like, I can't even, I wouldn't be able to have 300 gigabytes of mods or anything. But the one with the mom, Daisy? Let me see. Also, welcome in, Daya. I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so if you see the YouTube chats, that's why that's there. Let's go ahead and delete this and delete this. I'm just currently doing world maintenance because I didn't make this world on an empty map. The one with the mom. Okay. And yes, you're going to see my stream. And it's not going to be super great quality, Daisy. I'm sorry. But as well as you can see, there you go, Daisy and Aaron. That's what the mama dog with all the puppies looks like. Okay. My camera doesn't adjust like a professional streamer's camera does because I just have a little webcam that has a ring light on it as well. So it's hard for me to show screens through my camera and stuff like that. But they are adorable, Daisy. What's whose? Yeah, there's no way. There's literally no way. I don't have quite that much. I don't have that much space in my computer to have 300 gigabytes of mods. For the medieval challenge, I do have a lot though. I have more mods than I've ever played with before, and it is so hard to manage. I have issues. There's a big love-hate relationship with mods because I don't like alpha mods. Like, I like Maxis Match, or I guess EA Match. What would it be considered now? EA or Maxis? My camera is usually pixelated. That's fair. Mine, I know how to make it look nicer with the manual settings, but there's not many manual settings to mess with. The mom's name is Jasmine. Ooh. So the mama beagle is Jasmine, Daisy. But yeah, my mods folder, it needs to be cleaned up. I have been debating going through them too, because a lot of my cast items for the medieval challenge are really glitched out now, and I really just need to go through and get rid of them and then re-download stuff. But I don't know where I downloaded everything, and I don't want to find all of it again, and that's my big issue. I'm really hoping that The Sims eventually just makes like a medieval stuff pack. If they ever make a medieval stuff pack, you best believe I am buying that up so quickly. I would love to have some stuff actually from The Sims, just because I don't like that The Sims is so much about like making so much money and everything off of everything. It gets to be annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I have put way too much money into this game. I don't have any houses in Newcrest, do I? No. Newcrest, we are good. She's 3 years old at this point. Nice. Magnolia doesn't have residentials. No. Okay. And then Windenburg. I think I've gotten rid of most of the residentials. So my idea for Windenburg is I think Windenburg is going to eventually be German/French inspired for a kingdom. We aren't gonna touch this area of Windenburg at all, any of like the main city, because it looks too modern for a medieval playthrough. But this entire countryside area, I believe, looks okay. Let's actually start evicting all the Sims really quick. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is we're gonna have a castle on the island right here on this lot. We might have like a multi-residential lot eventually for like all the servants and stuff. And then we'll maybe like have a farm, like a couple different lots. I'm thinking mainly this island is going to be primarily the lots I use in this world for the medieval era. And then maybe we'll expand over times. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just saw the hour 4 a.m. and gotta get to bed. Wishing you a wonderful stream. Thank you, Daya. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night's rest and a fantastic rest of your day, I guess, when you wake up. 4 a.m. I do that sometimes too. I understand. But good night. See you later. Catch you on another stream. I appreciate the popping on in and chatting for a second. Rory, what are you doing? I need to give Rory... I think that's Rory. That is Rory, right? I think so. I need to give all the werewolves medieval makeovers. I do kind of want all the werewolves to be like... Thank you. Thank you for the emotes. I appreciate it. But I think I want all the werewolves to like kind of have more of a medieval look to them, because I did the research. I want all the werewolves, I think, to live in Tartosa. And thank you as well for the follow, Daya. I really appreciate it. Welcome on into the box of Dorios. Yes, let's evict this household. They're all evicted. No one gets to stay. But yeah, I think I want all the werewolves to live in... I didn't evict the household first. That's fine. I can delete the lot first. In Tartosa, because I did research, and I believe werewolves originally, like, originated in Greece. That's where the first, like, what's it called? Mythology and stuff like that of werewolves. Good job, Restream Bot. I wish it would work on YouTube at the same time, but it doesn't want to. It doesn't like working on YouTube for me at the same time as on Twitch. Did Aaron get to see? I've sunk so much money into The Sims. I'm sure Aaron did. I gotta go soon. Sounds good, Daisy. I hope you have a good night. I know you're not going yet, but in case I don't catch when you say you're going, I hope you have a good night as well. Let's delete the lot and bulldoze it. And terrain paint. Go back into World Manager. Not yet, though. So Yield's good. But yeah, I think werewolves I want to be from, in Tartosa. I think I want to move all the vampires. Honestly, the vampire world, we might be able to keep that as, like, a medieval world as well. We could for sure use it once it's, like, more towards a Victorian area. Restream showing for me on my end. Nice. But yeah, I'm debating. I'm debating where I want the different occult sims to be from, because I do want to have like occult sims. This is a residential. Let's also get rid of you. Or no, she was saying she was just waving the restream bot. I believe. I don't think that it's not showing. I think it's just the wave. But yeah, as far as I know, werewolves originated in Greece. That's where they originate. So I think I'm gonna make like a werewolf den, maybe up in Tartosa somewhere, and put all the werewolves there and call that good. I don't think I'm gonna have them as a played household, but I think I'm gonna turn off the ability for them to move. So that way they have to stay like from Greece. Maybe one of them eventually will be like in the royal court as like the person from Tartosa or something like that. Or maybe they can be the royal family. Like maybe one of the werewolves will be the royal family. Maybe that's like Tartosa's secret. I don't know. The vampires, I think I want to put in Windenburg, because I believe vampires originated in Eastern Europe, which Windenburg would be the closest we would have for that for medieval times. But I know vampires also weren't a huge thing until I think the Victorian period, or possibly slightly earlier than that. It might have been like Victorian, Edwardian. I don't know English history. Wow. I don't know English history well enough to fully know for sure. But yeah. I know it's getting late over on the East Coast where Erin is, Daisy, so she might be lurking right now. So we might have to wait until the next stream, possibly. So I'm sure she has to get herself ready for bed, get kids ready for bed, get pets ready for bed. I know just getting myself and my pets ready for bed is always an issue. That takes me a while. I wasn't able to see the pups, Daisy, but I'm also building in my game. I'm practicing for my own building stream. Ooh! What are you practicing? Like multifamily? Or multi... Oh my goodness. Multi-residential. I can never think of the proper name for it. It always just escapes my brain. The pups, I'm sure, are adorable. I will say all the puppies are interesting because the beagle, the mom, she's just like your general beagle color. And then the puppies are like black and white beagle puppies. Which I thought was interesting. I don't know if maybe they'll develop the brown colors later on. Give me 1 second, Daisy. I don't have Instagram open again or anything. Let me see. Oh, is Digi live on... Is he just live on Instagram? Now I'm confused. I forgot. Digi also streams on Instagram, Daisy. The mom's name is Jasmine. Okay. Give me 1 second just to bulldoze this, and then I'll pop back up. I'm practicing residential rental. That's the name for it. But here we go. Just really quick, if you want to see it again. There's the mama beagle. There's all the puppies. I know it's pretty pixelated. My camera does not adjust for zoom. You might actually be able to see it better if I hold it further back. But yeah, there we go. I need like 6 apartments on that 40 by 30 lot in Tomarang. I think the 40 by 30 lot, that one I'm definitely going to make, because I don't know if you've necessarily seen my build yet for Tomarang, Aaron. They probably got the dad's coloring when they were first born, but now they have brown on them as well now. Cute. Trying to do the traditional like Tomarani style is really hard to fit more than like 2 or 3 units on the lot, because I did like the traditional style a little bit more like what your build looked like in your stream the other day, Aaron, but I made it, I think, 3 units. And I actually really enjoyed it. I'm having a ton of fun building the residential rentals. They just take forever. They take forever. They take absolutely ages to build. And that's my biggest qualm with them right now, is I like to put a lot of detail into my builds, and they just take a long time. And they get really expensive really fast because I like to put a lot of detail. So realistically, Sims couldn't actually move into them, but if you did the free real estate, they could. He ended? Okay. I saw it show that he was live on Instagram, which was interesting. Yeah, there you go, Daisy. If you ever want to get in his streams or jump in his streams, that's one. Yeah, I know he still streams on Instagram. He's the only person I know that streams on Instagram for gaming. I don't think I know of anybody else. Let's see. These houses, yeah. You would consider those looking too modern, right? For like the medieval era? Because I think I would consider those as looking too modern. Like just this entire like plaza landscape area. We might be able to use it for some more like slightly more modern periods, but I think for medieval it's a little bit too much. There's just too many like lampposts and stuff, in my opinion. So I think we're gonna stick with the islands and stuff. I think the Instagram stream goes off and on a lot. Got it. That's right. I remember he said he was having issues with the Instagram stream. He's the only person I know who does Instagram streams, so I commend him for that. I cannot help him though, because I've never done it necessarily myself. Are you guys playing Forza table while stream? I just dropped a tack. I need to find that. Bye, Daisy. Have a good night. Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay. I don't like dropping tacks by accident because I'm always scared that I will step on them or Patrick will accidentally I'm more scared that Patrick will accidentally step on them. If I step on it, it's not that big of a, like, it hurts, but I won't think about it too much. I know if Patrick steps on it, he literally, that's like one of his fears is like getting something stuck under your nail, and stepping on a tack kind of starts that fear. Ooh, the Von Haunt estate. I think I kind of want to keep that there. I thought that'd be fun. Doing some Madden until game done, then I gotta go get food with cousins. Sounds good. But I guess I was too late. Bye, Daisy. But yeah, cannot let any tacks fall on the floor. No, no, no. That's not okay. That's not a good thing. I am going to throw out there, for anyone who might be new to Twitch or to YouTube to the stream, don't forget to follow on Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube if you guys are enjoying it. I promise I'm usually more entertaining than this. I know we're just like on a loading screen 90% of the time. I'm sorry. But the actual series itself is a lot of fun. It's very chaotic, very interesting, very fun. I have fun playing it. This is just necessary world maintenance. But I do think that we're going to start having more streams like this, though. Possibly on the days of the episodes. That way I can kind of like upload an episode and then start streaming or something. Maybe we'll start making the episodes premiere, like live premieres or something. I've never really messed with that before, but that could be fun. Making it like a live premiere, so I'm like in chat with everybody while that's going, and then see if there's a way where like after the live premiere ends, or it can like send everybody to the actual live stream or something like that. That'd be something to look into. But yeah, I definitely want to do more maintenance builds or maintenance live streams because you guys see how long it's taken me to do this so far, and we're only on the 3rd world, and it's already been like an hour and a half. to do all these houses. I would not have done this on my own, if we're being completely honest. I definitely would have done this, like, I don't think I ever would have actually done it. Probably not. I probably would have just called it good and been like, you know what? I'll just suffer with all the Sims constantly moving in and out of different random houses. I do think I need to find the mod that keeps, I think Erin said that she has it. The mod that keeps Sims in whatever world you place them. I don't know if that's how it works or if it just keeps them in the original world or something. But if it works like wherever you place the Sim in, they'll stay in that world. I do want to get a mod like that because I do kind of want to show off like the fact that in medieval times, there were people of certain ethnicities, certain like backgrounds and stuff like that, that primarily lived in certain countries that we're going to be emulating. But if we're going to have 2 European countries, we're going to have 1 Asian country, and then we're going to have, or I guess technically 3 European countries and an Asian country. And those are only countries that we're going to have for now, because I don't feel like we actually have any worlds that are like an African country inspired, at least none that I know of. That'd be interesting. It's on Discord and by Kuto. Okay, I'll have to go check that out. I'll have to remind myself to go check that out. Well, this area actually looks like it could look fairly medieval. The least medieval looking thing I think are those wind turbines. But I think with my mod, one of my mods is literally just like a medieval overhaul of all the worlds. So it gets rid of things like that, which is nice. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna like get rid of mods as the time progresses in this game. I really don't know. It's on CurseForge. Sounds good. It's called Keep Sims in their home regions. Okay, awesome. I might message you again later about that, Aaron, if I forget what it's called. But I should be able to find it on your Discord pretty easily. But yeah, I do kind of want to show off the idea that like there's certain Sims from certain backgrounds. Like I do want to keep, like if we have like an Asian country, keep the Sims not looking all the same. Because I feel like over time, Sims kind of get diluted. Like I've played with Says for a long time, just like on this one. And the Sims, like in their appearances, the best way for me to describe it is diluted. There's just certain genes in the Sims that seem to take over, like certain skin colors, certain hairs, and stuff like that, to where all of them just kind of start to look the same, which would be fine for like if we're playing like in the modern day or like in the future or something. But for the purposes of this, I do kind of want to keep it a little bit more accurate to history, where a lot of countries were kind of like, there was trade, but usually it was only like the merchant class who were bringing people in and out, depending. We're not going to be depicting anything resembling like slavery in the game. Also, that's just not something we're gonna do. It's a dark history for a lot of different countries, and we're just not going to touch on that. Okay. But that being said, I do want to do things like having it where the king or the church, I think for now we're gonna say the king owns all the land. Eventually, if we get in like a proper like church or something, yeah, travel is extraordinarily rare, which is why I think I want to have like a royal family in each of the worlds, and then have a couple of other families in each of the worlds, and have all those other families be considered families that aren't like part of my main, or part of the households that I roll dice for, just that way the Sims continue to age and die and age, and like, you know, but they keep that world populated. Whereas the royal family will obviously be paying a little bit more attention to. We'll probably just like add in Sims from the gallery that have those types of backgrounds, or look like they could, and stuff like that. Because I do want to add an emperor for, oh my god, I can't think of the name for Snowy Escape. Snowy Escape, I want to put like an emperor's area there. I want to have a couple of Sims in there. I'm gonna see though. Snowy Escape, I'm thinking is going to look okay in certain lots for a medieval playthrough, but we're gonna have to see. I might be horribly wrong. It was really only war and trade that people traveled for. Travel was really dangerous. Yeah, exactly. War and trade, treaties. That's why you would send, like, that's why countries still have like ministers of foreign affairs and stuff like that like will travel to the other countries and talk to them and stuff like that, which is kind of like what I want to have like like the royal court for Hemford on Bagley. I want for probably not yet, but once we eventually get to it, I want to fill it with like maybe the eldest son of the king from each of the other worlds or something like that. Them and their families will be there, representing their world. Because I'm just gonna call it world in this game rather than countries. Because everything's not connected in The Sims 4. My voice is starting to die, which is bad because I do still need to record tomorrow. Tomorrow I need to edit the video for tomorrow. I need to record the Ultimate Decades video for this week. And I need to record a speed build. I don't know for Wednesday. I think we might be doing the hotel residential rental that we did in stream. I think I might just be posting that as a speed build for Wednesday. Because I definitely, oh, another world done. Nice, let's go ahead and save. Because I really don't expect for anyone to go through and like watch that whole stream. It was just so long. Okay, that was Windenburg. San Myshuno is the only one that I can't really do this for, I realize. Because I can't bulldoze all the residential apartments. Oh, the Goth family apparently lives in here. I didn't think about that. The Goths are now blonde also in this game, apparently. So this world, I might just leave. Because there's only one residential lot I think that I could technically bulldoze. Which would be this one. I guess once we have that trait though, this world, the families won't be able to move into this world or leave, so... Or like once they move in, they won't be able to leave, so that world should stay fully populated. Forgotten Hollow. Okay. This is one that I'm curious about. Is it still... No, werewolf lives in Vlad's house now. I feel like Vlad should be contained to this lot, actually, in the game. Oh, another Goth family lives here. There's a lot of Sims with the last name Goth, like with the Goth household. I am debating this. This one I think we're going to go ahead and do probably more like once we're in the Victorian era, we'll add in this as maybe being like an upper crust like area. Hashimoto. It's so weird to see the Vators still. We have Caleb and Lilith still both living in this house, it looks like, with the Hashimoto and Kane family. Interesting. I am also debating giving the high school a medieval makeover at some point, so that way whenever we do have to actually travel there, it's not as bad. Would you like to evict Gerda? Yes. I am gonna destroy all these lots because I don't like any of these houses anyways, so we are getting rid of them. But I do think that this world would be really good for like maybe Victorian or something like that. Gonna go now. Have a good night. Good night, table. Have a great rest of your night as well. Enjoy your food. But yeah. I'm thinking that this world will probably be one of our next used worlds. My biggest issue with it is literally just the iron fence, I think, in the center. It just doesn't look quite right for the current era, obviously. I do I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm thinking that. Because if I'm gonna change this to, yeah, afternoon really quick. Oh, I've never been so zoomed out where I can actually see the... You can do this in the game now. You know what? This world could also be good for being like one of the first worlds we use when they come over to the quote-unquote new world. Because it is so, are so few lots. The only issue is like this central plaza area does not look... I don't know what era this world would be good to be used in. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking once we get to Victorian, it'll probably be good. I guess another world we could definitely probably use is Sulani, at least portions of it. If we ever want to have like some sort of pirate thing or something going on. And Sulani could literally just be the Kingdom of Hawaii. Because that's literally what it's modeled after, is Hawaii. So we might as well do that. The Victorian era, but it's so small. It is... That's why I'm thinking, like, it'll be one of the worlds we use for the Victorian era, but specifically, it'll probably be, like, a certain neighborhood, or maybe this will be, like, where they have, like, their fall vacation home or something. Like, because you know, like, how, like, in the Victorian era and, like, certain eras, they would have, like, houses that they live in during the fall and winter versus houses that they live in during the summer. So, like, they'd have, like, the summer house versus the fall and winter house. Like, they would winter in Newport. I've been watching a lot of the new HBO show. They'd winter in Newport, say, but summer in New York. On Manhattan. I think Manhattan's the main island, right? But yeah, something like that. That's what I'm thinking they'll do. OMG, yes! What's the new show on HBO called? It's not that new. It's on its second season. Oh my goodness. I can't think of it. I love it. I recently watched all of Downton Abbey as well. I love that show. I've basically watched, I think, every historical drama there is on TV at this point, though. This is my issue, that I know of at least, that are in English and easily accessible on streaming platforms. I'm not going to pay for them, probably. I started watching one called Jamestown, and that one was really good. The only issue is it was on Amazon, and on Amazon... usually it's only the first season is free, and then after that they're not. I know I watched one about I think they were called penal colonies in Australia. There was a historical drama for that at one point that I watched. That was really cool and interesting. Downton Abbey. My very first introduction to, I think, like a historical drama was Reign, which now, like, as I'm older, their wardrobe and some of the things that they did in that show were atrocious. But it is probably going to forever be my favorite historical drama because it was my first historical drama, or one of my favorites. Granted, the one that's out right now on Max, it's so good. If you guys haven't watched it, it's amazing. It's based in New York. I can't remember the name of it right now. But yeah, I also need to finish watching House of Dragons. I never finished the first season. Me and Patrick haven't finished that. I need to convince him to watch it again, or ask if I can just watch it by myself without him getting upset at me, because we were watching it together. And then I don't remember why. I think it's because it was coming out during our move last year, so we stopped watching it. But that Sorcery, the music was amazing. Or that's Sorcery. It's because as you said earlier, or the other night, the little like heart is right in front of half of the chat, I swear. I'm not gonna send myself hearts on YouTube. You don't need to show that to the streamer. That score, right? The music was amazing. It was. But yeah, I've watched that one. I've watched The Tudors. I've watched The Medici. I've watched oh my gosh, if you guys like adult humor and historical drama, like adult humor comedy and historical dramas, watch The Great. Go to Hulu and watch The Great. It got canceled, so watch it with knowing that there's not going to be a renewal of it at the moment. But oh my goodness, The Great is such a good show. It's like the perfect, like we have historical dramas. This is a historical comedy. Like historical drama comedy, and it is so funny. It is so good. I absolutely adore that show. Me and Patrick were laughing when we were watching it. It was so good. Also, if you're not one for historical dramas, but you want to try to watch one, I would recommend that one if you like adult humor and comedy, because The Great was great. I liked it so much. I really did. I am totally behind Rain's wardrobe. Not historically accurate and all, but I did really like their wardrobe. Personally, I knew it wasn't historically accurate. I didn't know it, like, watching it when I was younger, because I didn't research it as much and stuff. Now as an adult, I know it's not historically accurate, but that doesn't bother me. The show was just so good. I really enjoyed it. I do really wish that they had done some more with the sister. The Francis's sister. I don't even remember her name. I feel like she was barely in the show. I think the reason why I really liked it too is because, like, all the different characters in the show, like, they didn't just show Queen Mary's story. They also showed, like, all of her ladies in waiting, which I don't know how many of those are historically accurate either. I think the only one that really was super historically accurate for sure was the lady in waiting that got executed by Queen Elizabeth, because she became one of Queen Elizabeth's ladies in waiting as well. But I loved it. I thought it was so good. I really enjoyed Reign growing up. I say growing up. I think I watched it when I was 13 or 14. And that's when most of the show was already out, because yeah, I think I watched it when it was on Netflix. But The Great, if you guys haven't seen that, it's so good. It is so good. I honestly might make Vlad's house into, like, a church or something eventually. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is, like, the perfect lot for, like, an old church or something. Okay, we're done with this world. This world took us 12 minutes, but that's because there's literally 5 lots for us to delete on it. And that was it. Time to go on to the next world. We're probably not going to get the chance to go ahead and put a new wardrobe on all the Sims in my world right now. If anybody knows of a mod where I can set certain clothing items as acceptable for Sims to wear, please let me know, because that would make my job so much easier. Like, I really wish that was a thing, like, where you could go into, like, neighborhood stories, and if you're trying to play, like, a historical game or something, you could actually set it to where only certain clothes could be worn. Like, you could go through your, like, Create a Sim catalog and select certain clothes that your Sims can wear if you're not playing with, like, the ones you're playing with can wear whatever. But if you could, like, come up here and maybe, like, in this section or something, you could show the clothes that are acceptable for Sims to wear, and then the game would actually have them wear it properly like that. I would adore that so much. So much. These families are very nice looking as well. This family I need to catch up on. I forgot we have 2 sisters. The youngest sister, she might actually end up becoming the queen at some point, I'm not gonna lie. Depending on the storyline that we pick for Petra is gonna affect the royal family storyline and outcome. Okay, so we did Forgotten Hollow. Now for Brindleton Bay. Again, I think that this is the save that this is the world that I'm gonna go ahead and do is, like, New England, when, like, the Mayflower and stuff came over. I think we're gonna use Brindleton Bay. I do think that it looks the most like what a New England world would look like, and we're just gonna probably ignore the lighthouse itself and stuff whenever we do that, because again, we're building our own world. Oh, something else, a fun fact in Reign that I'm sure not a lot of people noticed, but I did notice, was when I was watching Reign, there were a couple of, like, major, I guess not major, but pretty big wardrobe mishaps that I thought were hilarious. Like, very specifically, one of the bigger ones that I saw was there were a lot of shots where, like, Queen Mary, they tended to put the actress, in these very large earrings and stuff because it just made sense for fashion wise, but they gave her a lot of very large earrings, and there were a couple of shots where her earring was like flipped over her ear and stuff like that, but then the next cut would, like, the earring would be down, the next cut the earring would be like fully twisted around and stuff. It was so funny. And it was during a super serious scene, and they had close-ups on her, so like the frame was like collarbones and then face, and that was it. So it was like very, very obvious and noticeable that the earrings were messed up. I'm assuming it was just windy on that day. But yeah, they had some like editing stuff, some wardrobe malfunction. Like, I would consider that's not a major wardrobe malfunction. It's a minor one. It's still funny. I think I caught like a camera in a mirror one time. And also, like, there were just a couple of things. Like, obviously very picky from me. I've never actually been over here. I've never played in this world before. I don't know why. Ooh, I do like, okay, so yeah, this is definitely, it's giving me New England vibes, but at the same time, because these buildings are so well built, I don't know what world would be the best to have as like the world that they come over on, like the ships and stuff, because I do want to move our family to like different worlds over time, because I definitely don't want to play on that lot for literally 700 years. I definitely want to move around. I totally missed that. Most people would. I am literally like went to school to notice things like that. It messes up sometimes my viewing experience for certain shows and movies and things, because I will notice like a microphone, or I will notice a camera, or I will notice wardrobe malfunctions or lighting malfunctions, like stuff like that. I think there was a softbox in the, if you don't know what that is, the light, it's a type of light. But there was a softbox in one shot, and I was like, they didn't check. But yeah, it's like a gift and a curse. It's a fun party trick, but it's also annoying because I notice all those mistakes whenever that's like happening on mainstream TV or movies or anything. And I'm just, sometimes I'm like, I wish I didn't notice all this stuff, because it's, yeah, I don't need to notice all this stuff. I really don't. My voice is starting to give out. If my voice fully gives out on tonight's stream, you know. What year are you on, and what year did you start on? I started on the year 1300. We're on 1346, I believe. But yeah, I started at the very beginning on the Ultimate Decades Challenge, 1300. We're on 13, I believe it's 1346 right now. And I did this on, so right now we're not actually doing any gameplay. I'm sorry. Latex, whistle down. But we are going through, lady, whistle down. We are going through, and we are deleting a lot of different residential lots right now in my game, because I didn't do it on a blank world map like you're supposed to. I did it on a world map that had all the different residential lots and still on it, which has been causing me issues because I'll have families constantly like moving out and moving around, and I kind of don't want that. I want for them to stay in certain worlds and stay in certain lots and stuff like that, so I want to really limit how many houses and stuff there are in every world. We are going to have a couple of residential rental lots as well in this game. Like, I'm going to have a residential rental on the castles, so that way specifically we can have like a proper court where there's a couple families living in the castle and stuff as well. They'll probably typically be single sims. They probably won't ever be families living in the castle court, because I don't think that'd be great. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all the residential lots in the different worlds. That's what this stream is. Nothing crazy, but it's fun. But yeah, it's 1346. We're on generation 3 entering Generation 4. I don't think my Generation 3 sim has actually been married yet. Or no. Generation 3 or 4. Leif and then Leon were Generation 1. And then we had Arthur. Okay, no, our current sim is only Generation 2 that we're playing with. So we're starting Generation 3 because our Generation 3 sim just turned into a teen. So he's going to be getting married off in a couple of years. I think in like a year or 2. We have a couple of Generation 4 babies already from other family, like, branches of the family tree. There's this one side of the family tree. They're so cursed. Petra's side of the family tree is so cursed, y'all. Maybe that was a price she paid to become a witch. I don't know. I wish this highway wasn't here. We'll just pretend it's not whenever we're actually playing, period accurate in this world. But, or as period accurate as I can get with the mods I can find and stuff. But yeah, Petra's family, like, literally every woman, she dies after once she ages up into a young adult, and they only ever have, little girls. So, that's how we have Generation 4 Sims already. Is because that family tree is moving a lot faster than my main family tree. I dropped attack again. I cannot allow for attacks to actually fall on the ground. But yeah, world maintenance right now. We're probably going to have a decent amount of live streams, like I said, for Ultimate Decades. Because I think we're going to have at least one sim stream a week. We're going to have a Fallout stream a week. And then the third stream will probably be based off of what we need. If I don't need to do another sim stream that week, then I might just do a second Fallout stream or something. I am trying to keep my gameplay in Palia kind of private for now because I need a game. I need a game that I can play that in the back of my head I'm not like, oh, I should be recording this right now, or oh, I should be doing this with this right now. And I need a cozy game that I can do that on. If you guys are thinking of playing that game, by the way, let me know. I think I'm going to make I've already convinced Digi to possibly pick it up because it is cross-platform once it comes out fully on PC. I believe it's out on the Epic Store. I don't know for sure. It's coming out on Steam in 2024. So, but it's cross-platform and cross-progression. So, like, you can play the same character on the Switch as you're playing on your computer, which is something that I'm going to really enjoy about it. So, like, if I want the graphic quality, I can play it on my computer. If I don't really care about the graphic quality too much, I can play it on my Switch. Because right now it's released on the Switch, which I'm assuming means that they haven't fully gotten it optimized for the computer, because maybe the graphics are going to be a little bit harder on computers and stuff like that. But on the Switch, it's so much fun. And the graphics for Switch graphics are really good. Like, I'm really impressed. Obviously, some textures and stuff take a minute to load in. But with Switch games, that's just kind of expected. You don't expect anything less. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I'm also thinking of doing another Cult of the Lamb playthrough at some point, possibly on stream. I do think I want to at least get through Fallout 3 on YouTube live streams before we play any other kinds of games. Because, so my YouTube channel, I don't want to make multiple YouTube channels, but I am a person who likes playing different kinds of games. So I think my live streams are going to be reserved for, like, the other games I like playing. Like, we might have a random pop-up live stream of Lethal Company. If I'm playing it with friends, I'm like, you know what? I want to stream this. And stuff like that on YouTube as well. Which, just be expecting that. Lethal Company is so much fun, too. As far as, like, multiplayer games go right now, I've been enjoying Lethal Company. I'm hoping the game itself has an update where we can actually play with more than just 4 people. Because trying to survive for very long in that game with just 4 people can get difficult eventually. Especially if, like, all 3 people accidentally jump off a cliff or something. That happened when we were playing it the other day. I was slightly annoyed, I'm not gonna lie, but everyone was doing great. I'm the person who stays in the ship and makes sure our stuff is good, because if every crewmate dies, then at that point you lose all of your stuff that's on the ship. So I kind of designated myself as the person who just stays on the ship. Ooh, this actually might be like a good use as like industrial period, actually. Now looking at this part of the town, I could totally see this part of the town at least being used as like part of the industrial, because there's literally a fish food canning or pet food canning like mill and stuff here, factory. So maybe we'll use this one as one of those worlds instead as well. Let's go ahead and delete this house. Yes. There are so many worlds that I've never really lived in before. In this game, I really need to live in this one. Oh my goodness, y'all. My voice is really starting to go. I underestimated how long it would take to go through and delete every single lot in this game. So this maintenance may be put on hold. We might do just like a couple of 2-hour live streams this week where we literally just do this. We give updates on live, just talk about the series, what everybody thinks. Because I think that that's fun. I mean, we're not doing necessarily any gameplay currently, but if we were having chats about the series and stuff, I feel like it's well worth it at that point. Okay, this is the last one in Brindleton Bay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through and edit one more world. And after that, we'll call it good. And I'm going to look and see how many worlds we have left. And so that way I can kind of figure out how much more there is. I'm good with that. Sounds good. But yeah, there's probably going to be a decent few Sims 4 maintenance streams for Ultimate Decades. So we do need to finish the castle. If the court magician gets voted for Petra, I do need to finish the that portion of the castle as well. It's nice just chatting stream, and it's interesting for me, at least. I'm glad it's at least interesting for you. It's literally just me going through and deleting houses at the moment. We're gonna have another one where it's literally just gonna be me going through and just like copy pasting outfits onto all of the Sims. And I found out if you want your Sims to wear their medieval attire, whenever you do an outfit for the Sim, you have to copy and paste it as all 5 of their daily outfits. Otherwise, they will just accumulate these random outfits, and that goes for families that you don't necessarily play as often as well. I actually really like these lots. Why have I never played in this world? I swear, I actually really like it. I think I got this pack when I wasn't really playing The Sims super often, and this lot was definitely, I don't think, on my list of lots to put on. Is this like actually... Oh no, it's just dirt. Okay, I was gonna say, is this like actually wood underneath it? If it is, that's impressive. But it was not. Okay, let's do one more world. And we're gonna count how many worlds we have left to do after this one, so I can kind of figure out how many more streams I need to do. Because if it takes about average a half an hour per world, we can get about 4 worlds done in a 2-hour live stream. How many worlds are there? There's like 12 or 13 at least, right? I guess not all of them have the same amount of lots, which is why I'm like a half an hour on average. For the bigger worlds, it's like a half an hour. For the smaller worlds, it's not. Okay, Brindleton Bay is done. No more lots there. So we have Del Sol. We'll do Del Sol really quick. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Mount Komorebi. So I think Mount Komorebi and Tartosa are going to be 2 of our other medieval worlds. Ooh, Moonwood Mill might actually be really good as like where the pilgrims land in the future. Possibly Brightchester. There's Evergreen Harbor as well. There's a lot of places that would be good for industrial. Sulani we could also use as a kind of medieval world. I don't know if I really want to use Sulani. I don't really know anything about like the culture to do it properly. Strangerville, I kind of do want to also have them live there, maybe like during the 50s or so. Like we're probably gonna have our Sims family move like once every decade at some point. Because I think that'd be fun. I've also never really played in Del Sol Valley. I think I've only ever played on these 2 lots right here, but never really explored the city past that. Let's evict you guys. Is there actually, I don't think Del Sol Valley actually has a beach that you can go to, does it? Because it was before you could like swim in water and stuff like that, which is kind of upsetting. About some of these maps that have like Brindleton Bay and Del Sol Valley could definitely have like beaches and places to swim, but I don't think that they actually do. The Graf household. I didn't even see which households were living in these mansions. Probably, there was probably still like the Ward family and stuff, I'm sure. Ugh. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's not that many houses to delete in this world either. That's good. This will go by relatively quickly. Y'all, I'm anxious to get back to Palia because I think my house will finally be done building once I end the stream. Because, so the fun part, if you guys do decide to play it, the game is like half in-game time, so like every hour is a full 24 hours in-game. And also they have stuff that happens daily in-game as well. And stuff that's like in real life time. So like for the house, after you finally get all the items that you need to build the house, which mind you took me literally like an hour and a half to do it itself. After doing all of that, I found out I had to wait 7 hours for the house to be built this morning when I did it. And I was like, you're kidding me, right? I've never been to the Ward's mansion before. This is interesting. Let's bulldoze the lot. I didn't realize that they had like those balconies and stuff in the back. That is a lost thing that we couldn't build on those though. Like I would like to have been able to place like hot tubs or a pool or something back there. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to end the stream before the next ad on Twitch. Unfortunately, I didn't quite do it fast enough. I can't believe we've spent 2 hours just going through evicting households and deleting households. That's absolutely insane. That's just insanity to me. Okay. Excuse me. I say that when I yawn sometimes because, yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I also think I might regret having this coffee this late. I should have gone with hot chocolate. But I would have had to have water hot chocolate, and I didn't want to have water hot chocolate. I wanted, like, proper hot chocolate with some peppermint and stuff, and we don't have enough milk, so I went with coffee. But the coffee might keep me up, and I've been trying to fix my sleeping schedule because I've been going to bed between 2 and 3 a.m. every night. But I stopped working at, like, 8 or 9, like I normally would. But then I don't wake up until like 11 or 12. So by the time I start working, it's not until like 2 or 3 when I would usually be stopping to get ready for streams and stuff. I really just need to get back on my old like content creation schedule, proper content creation schedule. And still give myself like 2 days off from it as well. Let's delete. Yes. And delete that. And then we have 2 more lots to delete in this world, and then we'll be done with this world. Because again, I'm leaving like non-residential lots alone for now. Because whenever we build out like a world or something for an era, if we want to like model, say like this world after like half of it after like the 50s or 60s or something is when we live here, then I will probably build houses that are more akin to that. Otherwise, and then we'll probably also go back through and build like residential lots that are more akin to that. But otherwise, we're gonna leave it. I remember the first time I saw the ultimate, or I guess like not even the ultimate decades. It was just the normal decades challenge at that point. No one had made like extensions onto it yet. But when I saw the original decades challenge, I think the person that I watched play it on YouTube, because it was before I was doing Sims 4 content, I think they were playing in one of the original worlds. I think it was before we even got like full color maps. Like that's literally how old that series, like that challenge in that series was. Because I think that she was the first one to do it in The Sims 4 or something like that. I don't know what the YouTuber is at this point. I don't think she continued doing YouTube, or if she did, I lost her channel at some point because I've had so many different YouTube channels. But yeah, I also forget a lot of the times that The Sims 4 came out when I was like 13 or 14. And I'm 24. So I think it came out when I was 13, so I think it's 11 years old now, right? But I think about that and I'm like, that's insane, because The Sims 3 was out for 5 years? 6 years? And The Sims 4 is already about doubled that. And The Sims 5 is still apparently a distant figment of our imagination. I shouldn't say distant, but relatively distant. The stuff that they're doing with The Sims 5, though, I'm really glad that they're at least listening to the community about the stuff that we want in The Sims, and they're actually doing it and like kind of like putting it into place in The Sims 5. Because if they didn't, I would be very upset. I would be so upset if they like just didn't listen to any of the community suggestions for The Sims 5. But I'm like happy and excited. I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, we're getting the color wheel. We're getting the ability to change like the color of any item and stuff again. I really want some better hair customization. I'm hoping that the color wheel is in that as well, where we can do highlights, and like if maybe all of the hairs have like the highlights and then the main color, just like the hairs in The Sims 3 did. I would definitely prefer that. Maybe there's like roots, highlights, and then mane or something like that, like the main body of the hair. So you could have like roots that are undyed, but then the rest of your hair, and then maybe like, or maybe it's like bleached roots or something, like just, you know, just some random things like that. Oh, we have 2 more. I thought we only had 1 more. That's fine. I'm really hoping for that for The Sims 5. I'm hoping for the color wheel to be fully implemented. I am hoping for at least open world neighborhoods. Not full open world like The Sims 3, but not loading screens every 5 seconds like The Sims 4. I really think that in The Sims 4, they could do that with the residential rentals. I don't know why we have a loading screen between traveling to someone else's house on the same lot for the rentals. That's like, if they could have done one thing differently with that pack, that's the only thing I would have asked for, is that residential rentals are all considered one lot. So act like it. Like if we want to knock on our neighbor's door, we don't have to go into a loading screen. We're just make the lot just appears, or something similar to that. That's how I wish the residential rentals worked. Unfortunately, they do not. It's just I really wish that's how they worked. I think I have some sort of texture thing that's supposed to make things look older, which is why there's like, oh okay, it went away on the roof, but like on the car, which is why like the car looks rusted and stuff. I think there's like a texture in one of the mods that I have that just goes on random objects. And it's like a love-hate relationship. It works for certain things, other things I can't stand looking at with it. I'm just like, why? What did I download that did this? I need to change it. Change it, I say. Okay, we're almost done with Del Sol Valley. And then we're probably gonna go and end it off the stream, because I really do think I just needed to give myself a day or 2 of decompressing, and I want to just continue decompressing. I want to go lay in bed, cuddle up in my blankets with my puppy, and I call him my puppy. He's a full-grown dog, but he's my puppy. With my puppy, and just play video games, specifically Palia, because it's a very cozy farming simulator. Very mind-numbing game. Maybe that's what I like about like cozy games, is a lot of them are like, you just do like mundane tasks, but they're pretty mind-numbing and stuff, and I appreciate that in games, I'm not gonna lie. I also need to go feed my cats. They're probably screaming somewhere right now. screaming at me for not feeding them. Ooh, that's what I should get my cats for Christmas. So I was thinking of getting like the bird feeder for my cats. And then I was also thinking of getting the suction cup window like cat bed. I think I'm gonna get it specifically for one of a certain cat, for Draco, because he's the one that can actually jump up on and stuff. And there's a certain window he likes to jump up to, but the window's like ledge is too narrow for him to stay up there for very long if the window's not open, so he can kind of like put his paws in between. But since it's getting towards winter, I kind of like keeping that window closed. So I kind of want to get him a cat bed that he can lay on and still look out that window, because that's where the squirrels like to do stuff. And then I was thinking of putting like the squirrel feeder on that window possibly, or on a window that all three of the pets could actually see. I'm just going to call it a squirrel feeder because it's a bird feeder, but it's a squirrel feeder. There's a park over here? I like how on the map itself, right past this area, I think it's supposed to be like a beach. But in reality, it's not. I had no idea that there was a park right here. Can you guys tell I've never played in these houses? Like, that's cool. I like how this looks. Okay, if I ever do like a zombie apocalypse, I feel like this would be the perfect world. There has to be a mod that allows for the Strangerville Sims to like go to other worlds. Like if they have like the virus or whatever. I like to use Strangerville for like zombie apocalypse stuff. I just think it makes sense, okay? I feel like Strangerville makes sense because the Sims are essentially like zombies and they walk around and they're like twitching and stuff. And I always think that that's great for like apocalypse challenge thing. It's like the perfect world to have like a bunker on. Or something of the sort. Do. It's almost done. Come on. We just gotta load in. Okay. This world is done. Let's check and see how many more worlds do I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one stream. 1, 2. We're skipping that one. 3, 4. 2 stream. Like 3 more stream. 3 more 2-hour streams. So I have like 6 more hours worth of doing that, which is insane. Okay. Let's go ahead and save the game. And I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream here because I want to go, like I said, cozy up, play my cozy game, decompress a little bit because, again, I think I need to give myself more time to decompress throughout the week. So, yeah, I'll worry about editing tomorrow. And hopefully I can fall asleep at a decent time if I'm decompressed and, like, ready for bed at a normal time tonight. Yeah, don't forget to like if you're on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you made it through this and you're just watching the normal series playlist, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys definitely could skip this one because this live stream was just chatter and going through all this stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the next stream. Bye, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night.